If you're a woman, the Cape Cod and Islands Commission on the Status of Women wants to hear from you. The Commission recently held their regional hearing to gather public testimony and opinions on women's issues and concerns.
This is our 2019 public hearing. This is one of the things that we're tasked to do by the State Commission on the Status of Women. And every other year, we hold a public hearing and invite women in the community to come and share testimony, stories of concerns, struggles, things that are affecting their day-to-day lives.
The CCICSW hears testimony from women of all ages on a variety of subjects, from housing to childcare and everything in between.
We get a lot of stories. I mean, women are challenged with housing. We've got women who can't find housing. There are a lot of single moms. There are elderly women that might, run into housing issues as well. We have domestic violence issues that come up. We also have employment issues. It's hard to get and keep a job, or even to have a job that can support your family financially.
People are having trouble with getting their prescriptions, having money to pay for prescriptions, getting care, finding a PCP, a primary care doctor. Finding mental health services has been really tough for people, as well as substance abuse services. So those two things that came out of our last hearing are what we've been trying to focus on for this past year and the coming year, and then we're going to add to that with whatever we hear from the hearing tonight.
The Commission is responsible for studying, reviewing, and reporting these regional stories to local and state legislators, who may use the information to create legislation.
So we compile a report of everything that we heard. We take notes during the hearing. We accept the written testimony, and then we compile all the issues that we hear for the hearing, and then we present that to the Massachusetts Commission for the Status of Women, and we also present that to our legislators here on the Cape so that they can advocate for the needs of the women.
State Rep Sarah Peak made it a point to attend Tuesday night's meeting.
So I'm here tonight to support the commission. I actually filed the legislation to create the Cape Cod Commission on the Status of Women, support the organization statewide through funding in the budget and all of that. And I think it's critically important that they exist, whether we're talking about issues of children, economic opportunity, aging in place. To a certain degree, these aren't men's issues or women's issues, but broadly, they affect women more directly. And even though it's a snowy night, I think it's important for me to be here. I want to hear what people have to say, and there may be some legislative requests that come out of these meetings. So it's always good to kind of be boots on the ground.
The Cape Cod and Islands Commission on the Status of Women will continue to collect testimony in writing between now and Thanksgiving 2019. You can learn more by visiting ccicsw.com. In Hyannis, for Cape Media News, I'm Gabrielle Rosson.